example, I always tell people, Christianity is not based on the idea of Jews' historicity as much as the understanding of the Gospels and the idea of resurrection and the idea of God the Savior. It is not Jesus, but Jesus Christ which creates Christianity. Jesus may be a historical figure, but in the Christianity of the Messiah, the Son of God. These are mythic ideas. These can't be historical ideas. No historian will say God is a historical concept. If God is not a historical concept, God's messenger, the prophet, cannot be a historical concept. So Muhammad is a historical concept. Prophet Muhammad is a mythological concept. They're two different things.
So back to the Hindu gods, you were talking about Vishnu.
Yes.
How Vishnu appears, and he's different from Shiva.
Yes, he's the householder.
So
Shiva is the hermit who becomes a householder. Vishnu is the householder who at heart is a hermit. So there is a yin and yang.
Again.
A balancing out. So Shiva is saying that I don't want anything, but he's being initiated into the household. Vishnu is the householder who says how to live as a hermit. I don't want anything. Then how do I serve as a king? So Ram is a king. How do I live as a commoner? Krishna is a commoner. Krishna is not a king. Krishna is a king maker. He's a cowherd. He's a charioteer. He's a service provider. Ram is royal, august, privileged background. So if God is born in a privileged background, how will he behave? If God is born in an unprivileged background, how will he behave?
So you have Ram examples and Krishna. So again,
and neither of them is hungry, but they are concerned about other people's hunger. And therefore, you see, the word dharma becomes important now. You see, dharma, the best way to understand this is to understand first the law of the jungle. Animals follow the law of the jungle. When humans follow the law of the jungle, it is adharma.
Absolutely.
When they are able to overcome the animal instinct within them, they follow dharma. And dharma, unfortunately, is not simple. Why? Because normal human beings are hungry. In order to eat, they have to kill something. But is killing ethical or moral? So the king is asked the question. There's a very famous story in the Mahabharata. Is a dove and an eagle. An eagle is chasing a dove. And the king, the dove says, save me, save me, save me. And the king says, I will save the dove. And the eagle says, now what will I eat? And if I don't kill the dove, my children will starve to death. And the dove says, but if he kills me, my children will starve to death. O king, take a decision. Who should live and who should die?
So there's a dilemma.
It's called dharma sankat.
Correct.
Ethical dilemma.
Yes.
It is what the president of US is facing today. The prime minister of India is facing today.
Yes.
Who should you feed? Should immigrants be fed? It's ethically and moral to take care of immigrants. However, at the cost of citizens.
So back to Vishnu, and after Vishnu, can we bring in the goddess?
So goddess really is the canvas in which the story is being told.
Correct.
So she's the background, nature and culture. How do you engage with nature and culture? The Brahma way, who is hungry all the time. The Shiva way, who is not hungry all the time. And the Vishnu way, who is not hungry, but concerned about the hunger
of people. And the whole story is being played out on the canvas of the Devi, of the goddess.
Who is both nature and culture. So nature is wild, so Kali. And nature is domesticated, culture, Gauri. So the domesticated goddess and the wild goddess are continuums of each other.
So that's the canvas upon which these stories of the gods are played out.
Yes.
And that is Hindu mythology.
That is Hindu mythology. Now we see this painted on temples, on stories. They become very popular. They're far more popular than the Upanishads.